these little habits, these little vices you might have. That's taking you out of the game, that's stopping you from performing to your fullest capabilities, the fullest potential that you might have. I slipped up. I started smoking again. And not the bad thing, right? I started vaping. And while vaping, I realized that shit is so bad for you. So, this little thing, right? Now, on the surface, it doesn't look as bad, right? You only think, oh, you're putting chemicals into your lungs. And that's what I thought when I relapsed on this, right? Because like any normal human being, we relapse. Now, I was doing good. I think I haven't smoked for like about 2 years. I think 2024 was the last time I smoked. I used to vape these things a lot of time when I was in the military. These things and alcohol, hand in hand. And you probably understand this if you go out to the clubs and you go out to these bars. You realize that everyone has a vape in their hands. And I didn't realize how detrimental it was, so I had to create a video about it. Because what I realized is that it's not just the smoke that's in your lungs. Like, this genuinely makes you sick. And I'm not talking about you're gonna be in the hospital sick, but like, it weakens your body. It weakens your mind. It weakens your energy production, right? If you want to get ahead in life, you need to be able to be at 100% all the time, if possible, right? You want to be as close to 100% as possible. And this right here, it's making me down to about 40%. And now, on the contrary, there could be different things that could be making your life way worse, right? If you smoke weed, if you smoke cigarettes, those are bad. But the thing about this, right? The thing about this little thing right here, right? I don't know if I put the name on it, I don't really care. But the thing about this is that it disguises as fun. It disguises as cool. It disguises as, part of the trend. It disguises as, oh, why not? And that's how they get you. That's how they make you fold under the pressure. Because you see everyone around you doing it. You see your friends, you see everyone outside doing it. So there's a little doggy here, so let me move out. But I thought it was gonna be peaceful out here. I thought it was gonna be nice and relaxing and nice and chilling, but sometimes, these things happen. Sometimes we gotta relocate, but back to what I was saying. It disguises itself as something that's very tolerable. It disguises as something that's very normal. And doing the normal things is what creates those downfalls. Understand, anything that seems fun, anything that seems easy in the current moment, typically it's not that good for you. Typically, it's not that good for you. Now, I want to get some fresh air, so I'm out here, but yeah, I wanted to get some fresh air while I was out here, but that doggy was not letting me have it. So I caught myself back into bad habits, right? Back to doing this thing, and I realized my lungs were starting to get weaker. My ability to breathe was starting to weaken. Now, by proxy, because I'm not getting as much oxygen into my lungs as possible, brain starts to get weaker. Now, if you're really trying to strive for something that's going to be beneficial to your life, beneficial to success, like I said, you have to be at 100%. You have to have your tempo at the highest peak as you possibly can. If you really want to get in shape and really create that future you want, if you really want to have all that brain clarity, you have to remove these type of things. Now, at the time, the vape was fun. Right when I originally started, the vape was fun. It was cool. It was nice. I liked it. But that's how they get you. They get you back into doing the stuff that made you feel comfortable, the stuff that made you feel like, oh, this feels good. Like, I like this. And what happens when you like something? You start to do it over and over and over again. So I had to catch myself. I had to say, hey, this is not my ideal version of myself. Would he be smoking this little freaking metal box or plastic box with these chemicals? No. Now, you may not have this. You may not have a vape as it. But, for example, for a small little moment, like about a month or, I say a month, about 4 months I was smoking that weed. And I never smoked weed. Then I realized I was starting to become like everybody else. All I did was watch TV. All I did was lay on the couch, chill, right? My ambition was starting to go down. My drive was starting to go down. I was starting to become complacent. I was starting to become a man I couldn't recognize. I remember I used to look at the mirror. I look over and I'm like, who is this guy? Who's this guy with all the red eyes? And he's right? And don't get me wrong, I'm super fun, I'm super cool. All right, we do great things, right? I have a flight to Paris. I'm going to Paris for a day, just cause, But had I been still smoking this geek bar, as a matter of fact, this doesn't work anymore because I was like, oh my God, what the fuck's happening to me? I had to do like a lung steam therapy to clear out my lungs because it was starting to produce mucus. My gym performance in the gym wasn't doing good. My ability to work out I wasn't performing at my max level. I was like, what the fuck? I'm already tired. And then I get home, I'm already tired. I'm sleepy. I'm drowsy. I don't know if I can do anything today. And I was like, what the fuck? I gotta cut this shit out. I gotta cut this shit out. So be aware. These things, they're very good at marketing. Your friends have it. Everyone around you have it. And the rule of thumb is, if everyone's doing it, you probably shouldn't be doing all that water is coming out. But if everyone's doing it, you probably shouldn't be doing it. You probably should go and find something that's going to have more fulfilling, something that's going to give you adventure, something that's going to give you a life worth living. This is the true goal of a man, right? This is the true goal of anyone, really, to live a life worth living. And being stuck with this vape nonsense and being stuck with this mentality of like I was trying to do my cardio and I'm like, my lungs are starting to be weak on me. I'm like, brother, my legs are fine, my body's fine, but my lungs. But the thing is, it doesn't just transfer just from my lungs. It's transferred to your brain. It's transferred to just how you think and move throughout the whole entire day. One bad day turns one bad week. One bad week turns one bad month. One bad month turns one bad year. And then now we're in the cycle, right? So this message is really not about the vape itself. It's about these little habits, these little vices you might have. That's taking you out of the game. That's stopping you from performing to your fullest capabilities, the fullest potential that you might have. You have to learn how to read these when they appear in yourself. Because if you don't know how to read these signs when they appear, if you don't have a baseline where you can know, like, something ain't right, I don't feel right. If you don't have that sixth sense to be like, hey yo, but most of us do have the sixth sense, but it takes us a little bit longer. For me, it took me a couple of days, and I'm like, hey yo, something's off. My body's not responding like I would normally. As a matter of fact, I wasn't able to hit the gym, and this is when I really started figuring out. For the last couple of days, it was very hard for me to get up, and I'm a man who wakes up at 4 o'clock in the morning, go to hit the gym. I'm there by 5. But now with this freaking vape thingy, it's slowing me down. I'm waking up groggy, falling back to sleep because my body's tired. My body's probably trying to fight whatever chemicals inside my body, you know? So it's not solely about the vape, but you have to understand and recognize the vices that's weakening you. Like, it's generally weakening you. And until you realize that you're being weakened, you can't get stronger. Because you're going to try to fix it by trying to wake up harder. You're going to try to fix it by going to the gym longer. You're going to try to fix it by trying to fix your diet. But you need to find out what the vices are that's slowing you down. You need to find out the vices that are keeping you from becoming your best true self, from becoming the best version of yourself. This is the real goal. This is the real mission. This is the real thing that I'm trying to implement in your head, is that all this stuff, weed, alcohol, vaping, smoking, all these vices, they might seem normal. But all you need is water, air, and your brain, and you'll be fine. Some food, you'll be fine. I love the birds are chirping. It's nice out here. But right now I'm about to go and eat some dang on brownies. Had some steak just now, right? But now I'm feeling back better. I'm feeling back to doing these videos. I'm feeling back to do what I'm supposed to do. And I'm here to help others not do what I've done. You know, I'm just sharing my lessons, right? I'm sharing that I've noticed these patterns, and you probably have these patterns in yourself. That's all I'm trying to do. But at the end of the day, ciao.